Welcome back to Unfiltered Brew. Today we have a woman who understands algorithms better than most people understand their ex. Please welcome Sarah, everybody. Welcome to Unfiltered Brew, Sarah.
Thank you.
Sarah
Thanks for
Bals.
having me. I appreciate it.
Founder of 440 Marketing, everybody.
That is true.
And thank you for bringing in these beautiful candles.
Yes.
I know,
So
I'm so
as we get
excited.
into what we do, we have a little line of merch. And so the candles were made last year for clients. And I thought it would be a nice thank you to you guys.
Thank you.
you're
That's
so
really
sweet.
sweet of you.
You're welcome.
So tell us, Sarah, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So 440 started in 2015, which is crazy. We're going on year 11. But I started when Soul opened. Shout out to Soul in downtown Willoughby.
Yes.
David
David
and Tanya. She's running the ship there.
You
with,
went to Seoul.
Yeah,
yeah.
beautiful there.
So she's running the ship now with the marketing, which kind of helped me blossom into picking up my own accounts. I do a little bit for them still with the strategy and the website. And
So you started at Soul doing
yes, I was working for David previously, bartending, right, doing my thing, and I was working in the wine industry. So I started in the wine industry doing some PR and social media. And then when Soul opened, David was like, hey, I need a Facebook and a Google. And I was like, I got you. I can set that up, right? 2015, simple, so easy.
Did you have a marketing background at the time?
I didn't. I didn't. No, which is really cool. I went to John Carroll. I started in business. I was playing basketball and I was like, I am completely overwhelmed. I can't do all of this. So I stopped the business school, which, you know, it's not even a regret at this point because
No.
everything happens for a reason. But at that time I was
wasn't
like,
part of your journey.
It wasn't, right? And so many people end up with a certain degree and don't use it, right? Or don't even get a degree and find a path. And
We just had Rebecca from
yeah.
She's Company. She said the same thing. College wasn't for her. She
Yeah.
did like a semester.
It's
and
totally,
she-
it's your own journey, right? So I started bartending, working in the wine industry, doing PR, and I was like, I'm social. I like helping others. Like, this is fun. And David, as you guys know, very social, knows everybody.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's work with Sarah, she's great. Work with Sarah, she's great. And then it just kept going and going and going. And we were very much our niches, like the service industry. So restaurants, wineries, because of my background with the wine too. I have a lot of winery clients and
okay.
customers. But then it just kept evolving. I'd have a random manufacturer, then we have a doctor, then a lawyer, and they're like, I need a presence on social media.
Yeah.
Help me out.
Yeah.
At that time, it was just me. It was just me bopping around, doing my thing, and it just slowly growed. And like, it's been such a beautiful thing. When COVID
It
hit,
blossomed.
yes, it blossomed. When COVID hit, it was like everybody didn't know what to do. You're closed, you're trying to be creative, you're trying to find new ways to get people to order takeout or order something online. So it was tough because I was
Trying to be different.
trying
Yeah,
to be
you know?
different. And so I try to help our clients think outside the box. That's the biggest thing is like, here's a trend, we should do it. Here's something that's happening digitally, we should do that on your website. And then it just kept growing. We had interns throughout the first probably 3-4 years, and then they became staff members and contractors. And now we have a team of 2 solid employees that are like full-time. And then we've got like 8 contractors doing different things from video, photography, social media, content creation, and design, all that. So it just kept growing and growing. And I was like, keep my head down, keep grinding.
So how were you able to navigate through the different paths within marketing? Like you said, you have the
it was hard.
branding and
Yeah.
digital
Yeah.
copy.
You put good people behind you, right? You can't do it yourself. And I see a business coach now and he goes, delegate, don't dump. And you
I hear that all the time.
Yeah.
We struggle with delegating.
Yeah,
I struggle with
you have to.
delegating,
And
yeah.
like at this point, I work on it, not in it. I have solid, strong people who are creating the content, creating the brands. I oversee it all, and I, give my approval when needed. But I'd go to conferences and workshops and study and read books and
And trying to find different ways to.
yeah. And funny enough, social media, even today, it's really not taught like
Yeah.
what we do. Right? All these fun videos, the algorithms.
It's all self-taught at this point.
Yes. When I speak, when I do presentations, the girls will be like, I wish you were a professor of mine in school because professors aren't teaching you how to post stories and build the brand
Yeah,
on social
yeah.
media. They're teaching you top level marketing and strategy. So that part has been a bit of a challenge over the years, but I've just studied it, gone to conferences, workshops.
So you taught yourself.
I taught myself
everything about marketing.
Yeah. It kind of was like college through my career, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't college from a professor.
That's amazing.
But you also got to learn it through real life examples,
Right.
and working with clients hands-on.
Yeah, and I have a lot of good mentors that I meet with regularly. We talk about what they're doing, and then one of the girls on my team now, she came from print advertising. So at the end of 2024, one of my colleagues was retiring, and he said, I have print clients, like business cards, brochures, and more website work. He's like, you do a lot of social, you're trying to scale your business, because we're very much known for social media marketing. He goes, would you like to acquire my company, buy me out, take my portfolio of customers, and you can do the print services and the website services. So we trained with him for a year and a half. This is where this comes into play. We've got a whole catalog of print stuff.
And how many years into starting for
last year was our first full year of the print.
of the print?
Yeah. So last year was like a growing year with the print practice, right? Like we were just getting it all under our belt of like, how is this going to work? How are we going to offer these print services? But it's been so nice to like help our clients scale.
This is incredible.
Because now they're like, hey, we need a backdrop for a trade show we're going to. Well, that's a good way for them to brand themselves at an event.
And that's definitely new.
And we're not really even pushing it yet because it's
still like a learning
we took
curve.
his clientele and we're doing their services, but the 440 clients are just slowly getting to know it. Because we wanted to make sure we were in a good position.
And ready.
And so I think this will be a good growing year for us with that, because now we're ready, right? We're ready to be like, hey, while we're at a client, we've worked together before, Kat. Then we would say, hey, do you guys need new menus or business cards? Like we can design them and we can get them printed at a very good cost. Yeah. And then we'll drop them off.
And it's all in one because you do the branding and the printing.
Yeah. So a lot of our clients now are starting to do their menus through us. Yeah. They're doing their business cards through us. They're doing their brochures through us. And
you design logos. Do you go through the branding from strategy?
Yeah. What's your voice? What's your vision? Yeah. A lot of them don't have their brand guidelines. They don't know what colors, what fonts. They just, and that's totally fair. You shouldn't know it all.
Like that.
You shouldn't know it all, and you shouldn't be doing it all. So we're a really nice asset where there's no overhead. We're not a full-time employee. You're paying us a minimal price to take all of that off your plate. So it's been a journey, but it's fun.
So for anyone listening, like how would you explain what branding really is?
It's really not that deep. It's your voice. It's your vision. It's your brand. What are your colors? What are your fonts? Who are you speaking to? What's your customer? What's your demographic? Especially on social media nowadays, it's brand building. Yes, it's sales, but you're building that brand. It's a personality. They want to come see you. You're fun. You're great. You're pretty. Like that's what your brand is. What's your business brand? What's your personal brand? It's just deep down who you are. And from the core, whether you're a coffee shop or a winery or a doctor, like we have a doctor, he's a hoot. His social media is so funny. And the people love it. Where you would think a doctor would be more very stoic and cold and dry. He's like, I'm a funny dude, so that's what I want to see.
And people love that stuff. Like people don't want boring or like people want to see things. Like if I'm on the internet and I'm scrolling and I see just boring stuff, like I don't want to look at it. I don't want to go back. But if you give that content where it's fun and exciting and a little oomph to it, that's when people want to come back.
If you catch them right in the first 3 seconds, they're hooked and they're gonna return. And the thing with social media, it's consistency.
Yeah,
you're not getting them in the first month. You're maybe not getting them as a client in the first or a customer in the first year. You have to keep going and stay with it.
It's such a common theme, that word consistency. I hear it all the time.
You have to be. And it's hard. Like I will say what I did and how I got to it. It's not for the weak, right? You guys know.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure there's days
burnout
where
is real.
The burnout, right? The imposter syndrome. And I'm sure there's days where you guys are like, what are we doing? How long are we going to do this for? Well, keep going, because it could be as badass as you're trying to make it, right?
Yeah.
So consistency, and it's just who you are with your brand.
I think consistency is key to anything in life, really.
Right.
Whether it's this job, like relationships, it's just, it's a big word.
Yeah, you can't give up.
It's a strong word.
You can't give up.
I've also, within the last 2-3 years, I've noticed growth in founder-led marketing. people want to see the face of the person behind building the brand because they're creating that authentic relationship with the audience. And then once you create that relationship, people want to buy from you or go back and watch you.
People like to see people.
Yeah.
And so when we have clients who they don't want to put their face out there, okay, this is what we can do for you, but you can't expect as much success if you're not willing to put yourself out there. And it's so terrifying.
Before social media, the founders just hid behind the screens. The product was the forefront of their business. Now they are the forefront of their business, and people love it. I love it too, to be honest. I'm following all those people online who are I'm following them to see them, not their products, but eventually I've created like this relationship with them because you feel like you trust them, you build that trust. You build this connection with them.
So when COVID hit, it totally changed social media, and that's when like influencers really took off. And that we're different from influencers, right? We're a small business. We work with small businesses. We want to help them grow. That's my goal. It's not about me when I'm working on their account. Keep Sarah in. We would when we've done content together, I'm like, I don't want to be in the video because no one needs to know it's me. They need to think it's you. Right? Like that's the biggest thing with me when we're ever doing a content shoot. I try not to be a model in it because
it should be the business.
It's you,
because
right?
you're promoting the business.
And so we've always pushed that of like, people like to see people. You need to get out there. And to your point, once you build that like trust, Stephanie Marie Fit, you just had her. She's a great example. She is badass, doing her thing in training, fitness, and she's gonna do other things, and people are going to buy those products from her because of her name. Right? So it's just having those hard conversations of like, I know you don't like that, but you are your brand. It isn't the candle.
I mean, it's true. It's you.
Right?
Exactly.
It's you. So having those hard conversations and telling them, if you really want to take this where you want to take it, you got to be on screen. You got to talk about your struggles, your battles. People like to see you, and they think you're funny or emotional, and they feel your energy through the screen, which is crazy.
It resonates.
It resonates.
A lot of people sit there, and I mean, everything's became social media now. Everything, like the whole, like, you know, when people go, if they, I mean, they work on social media, you know, like internet, they seek therapy, they seek reassurance, they seek all these different things, you know, that they're going through. They go and see if someone's going through the same thing. So it's just a lot of resonation. And
and don't do what you're not comfortable with, because if you're not comable with it, then it's not going to align with you, right, or your business. But once COVID hit, it was a challenge. I mean, the services we offered back in 2019, let's say, it was an interesting battle over the last like 6-7 years, because some of our rates stayed the same for certain clients, but we're doing 20 reels a month. Well, we weren't doing 20 reels a month before COVID. Reels weren't even a thing, you know? So pivoting that, and that business growth has been like my focus, where now the team focuses more on the content,
creation
and building the brands. And I'm trying to have those conversations with clients of like, here are other services. Here are other ways that you can market yourself. Print's not dead. You know, for your roofers, your landscapers, are you doing door hangers? Are you doing mailers? You know, social media is great, but social media is just brand building. That's not leading to all of your sales.
Services,
there's all these other different pieces of marketing that will help you bring in those leads.
What do you think is like the biggest misconception about branding? From what you've seen with clients.
From clients,
or your perspective as a founder of a marketing.
I think that people often, well, first they think it's easy, right? And you guys are experiencing it firsthand with what you're doing. Like, I don't want to keep using the word consistency, but like, you have to be honest with yourself. What's your goal? It's not happening in a year. I always say to my team, where are we at when I'm 50? Right? It's not where am I at when I'm 36? So the misconception is that it takes time, and you can't do it overnight. You know, we have 6-month contracts to start, and then it goes.
Is that your minimum?
That's our minimum. It used to be 3, which was funny because that back then was fine. But 3 months is like 2 weeks nowadays, which is crazy, and it's so sad. Time is flying.
I mean, we're already in March.
right, where
Yeah.
where did the holidays go? So I think the
on.
misconception is that you think it can happen so quickly, and it can't. And you have to be honest with yourself about that. And so we have clients who they leave after 6 months because they're like,
We
well,
haven't seen the results that
yes,
we want.
yeah, where's my ROI? And I go, you are investing in your business and your brand. This isn't an expense.
They're expecting you to put out content and then overnight become like a success and everyone's talking about them. But that's not the case. Even like as simple as our podcast, like even when we first started, one word we use, like you just said, is consistency. And sometimes like over the holidays, like we took a 2 months break, we did fall off the consistency.
Yeah.
And we saw how that affected us. But
It was
you know,
like a
life
month.
happened. Yeah. And we saw how that
But a
affected
month feels like
But
6
it
months
still feels
sometimes,
like
right?
7
a long
months.
time.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I
Especially
would
since
say.
we were so consistent for a whole year.
Right.
Like weekly episode, weekly edits, like weekly,
Yeah, you were
trying
doing
to
it.
strategize, figure out what's next, or how do we do this, or what do we talk about, what guests we come on. Like, it takes a lot.
Yeah, and having like that content planner of like, okay, what's our plan? Who is next? Always being a step ahead.
Always.
And no one helps us. Like, we literally do everything on our own.
All of it, right? So I think that's the misconception is like, oh, this is great. I'm working with this team, or this, we just hired someone new in-house. However you're going to do it, it's not going to happen that first year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a building year.
Yeah.
And so you really, really have to put your head down and grind and stay focused.
The building year and the year where you figure out what works, what doesn't work.
Yeah. Like that was your building year, right? Now you're like, okay, this I like, this I didn't. We need to plan ahead more, whatever, right? But
Now it's like next step. Like now it's, we talk about how we get to start
Business
doing
development.
business
Yeah.
aspect
and
of
one
it.
thing with like social media, a misconception is the like viralness.
Doesn't mean
It doesn't.
it doesn't turn into paid clients.
Correct.
necessarily.
We just had
people are so hyper focused
Yeah.
on being viral.
Yeah,
right?
they want to go viral. We have a
Yeah.
couple. We want to go viral. Okay, well, that's not driving people to call you and say,
Yeah.
"Hey, I need this service from you." It's getting you 100 new followers, maybe, or thousands of new followers. But for small businesses, like focusing more on who you are and less of like the viralness is important because it's great. We've had several clients where like a reel that's funny randomly takes off and gets 300,000 views. That was cool.
And then, but the followers that you get from that viral might not be the niche.
Yeah,
Or
they're
your
just
target
random Joe
audience.
schmoes who are like,
Yeah.
that was
That was
fucking
funny, yeah.
hilarious.
Random, yeah.
They ain't calling you to go play pickleball,
Right.
right? Like, so that's a misconception too. Viral's not meaning sales. Yes, it's cool for your brand,
Yeah.
but separate the two. That
Do you
doesn't
think
mean sales.
Yeah. Do you think attention is the new currency now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think
I think everyone wants attention. I think
they
everyone's seeking
they
attention.
think that is going to lead them to
Clients.
yes, and making
growth
money. And there are ways to do it, especially if you're digital. Like for you guys, you can be viral, right? Because you're a podcast. You're not a small business doing landscaping or whatever, right? Carpet cleaning. That's just fun for the brand, but that's not leading to.
And like you made a good point. If it's a landscaping business that's local to Cleveland, and
Yeah.
one video
You're not
goes
going to
viral-
Georgia.
You're not going exactly.
You're not going to Georgia.
Yeah.
Now, could it lead to a branch where you end up meeting
Maybe,
some really great entrepreneur out there and they're like, hey, I love your
And you wanna
brand.
collab.
Yeah. I want to launch, one out here. Cool. That can happen. So that's where it's like, stay consistent, but don't expect that to happen and make you,
Yeah.
so.
Do you think that social media has made marketing easier or harder?
Ooh, that's a
And
good question.
do you think we're consuming too much content?
We 100%
We
are
definitely
consuming.
are.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen our screen time every Sunday?
It's insane.
It's actually kind of sad.
It's very
I get
sad.
worried.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, it's awful.
And I struggle with it because like every week I'm like, God, my screen time's been so long. But how do you manage when you're running a podcast, posting content for the podcast?
Right.
And
I mean, really though, that's the truth. Like that's how we need our phones to run this. We need our phones to like post and be consistent.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
that's
just
the
have to
only
have
way,
boundaries.
You know?
You just have to. So to answer that first
Yeah.
question, yes, we're consuming too much. Yes, it has made it harder. That's why we are the way that we are, because I feel so much for these small businesses. You cannot do everything. You can't do it all yourself. and so many, a little boutique, a little restaurant, whatever it is, right? You're running back of the house, front of the house, all the things,
employees,
all the BS that comes along with it, staffing, keeping people coming in for their job. And then you got to be like, oh my God, I haven't posted in 10 days. We should probably put out something, right? So it's made it so much harder because it used to just be, you know, grassroots marketing, you know, the doors are open, it's organic, word of mouth. Oh, that new winery just opened. Well, now it's like, well, what are they posting?
Yeah.
Let me look them up.
Now you go to the TikTok search bar.
Yeah, you're searching. So then, because I'm a big Instagram girl, and so I'll go find that restaurant on Instagram and I'll be like, ooh, they don't post and they don't post great photos.
So you'll do your own.
Do I want to go there?
Yeah.
Right? And that is how we consume now.
Speaking of that, you just said you're an Instagram girl. So let's just say Instagram were to shut down right now.
Yeah.
How many brands do you think would actually survive?
So one of the biggest things that's coming to like the forefront for our clients specifically, what we're seeing is the only thing you really own are your emails. You don't own that
Subscriber
Facebook
list.
page.
Yeah.
You don't own your TikTok and you don't own your Instagram. So if they all shut down,
What are you left with?
what do you have? So one of the big things we're trying to strategize more this year is email marketing, because you have those emails, and I highly doubt emails are going away anytime soon. Everyone checks their emails. It's a form of communication. It's how we work. I don't see emails ever going away, right? So
How do you grow your email list?
there's multiple ways, right? You can do campaigns, you can do giveaways. Definitely have something on your website where it's like subscribe here, or we have a salon right now that they're doing subscribe and get $10 off your next service. And we're trying to do a campaign around that. So if those all go away, these social media platforms, you may not survive if you're not doing the other things, which is, again, to what I was saying, it is so hard to do your website, to do your email marketing, to do your social media. Who's the videographer? Who's the photographer?
Yeah.
You know, who's
that-
designing the
yeah.
business cards, and who's knocking on doors with the door hangers?
It's a lot. It's a lot.
lot.
For an owner of a business to do all on their own.
Yeah.
In-house. Yeah. Especially if you
can't.
don't hire. And it gets expensive to hire somebody in-house full-time.
Right. And so that's another thing where it's like, there's pros and cons. You want them in-house because you want them every day. And we battle that. They want us every day. We're not. We're a part-time freelance company, right? You're contracting with us to get us 20 hours a month, not 40 hours a week. But you're paying us a quarter
of what you would have paid
of what you need to pay a salary. You've got to manage them. You've got to give them benefits. You've got to oversee. You have to have a good relationship with them. So there's pros and cons. You know, we battle that a lot of like, well, we're outgrowing you, let's say, because they're growing, and now they've got they're a winery, and now they're a full restaurant, and they're going to do lodging on site. They need someone walking
To run that media, social media.
You need a marketing coordinator, but delegate, right? Delegate, don't dump.
Yeah.
Your marketing coordinator shouldn't be posting stories on Instagram, you know? So trying to find those ways of like, what are the roles and who's doing what versus being like, we need it all in-house. You know, there's certain things you do. Strategy maybe.
Yeah.
But we can be a part of that strategy too, you know? So
let me ask you this, because you've highlighted consistently a lot during this episode. Have you seen brands post consistently but yet don't grow, and why do you think that is the case?
it's a good question. I would say why they're not. Yes, I have, right? It's a battle. Are you spending any money in advertising, like in Meta? You can do sponsored
Facebook ads?
Yes. So Facebook and Instagram ads are connected in Meta.
Boost
Boost
all
ads,
these
yeah.
things,
So one thing we do now is we started this like 2 years ago, where we run a monthly ad. It's built into the price. Every month you're getting an ad. You can help us dictate what that ad is, or some don't care. They're
It's
like
built into
it's
your
built
package.
into our package.
Okay.
So $100 a month is always happening. And we might pick like a fun reel that we're like, we want to get more views on that. Or we might pick something that's a little more salesy because they're doing 10% off this month on whatever. You have to put money into it because that helps reach new people for locally, right? You want to reach the local new people, unless you're an online platform that's selling online or whatever. or they're not putting themselves out there. You know, we had, they were out in Michigan, but we had a dog food product and a supplement product. So proteins and stuff like that. The brand looked really pretty, and we always post and we always engaged, and we did some ads, but we'd be like, we'll drive to you. Can we come out and like get you making the products, talk about your family background? Cause it was a family business.
Yeah.
They weren't very interested in that.
Really?
And we couldn't build it like we wanted. Right.
Yeah,
And so there's limitations in that. And some actually, I don't think they necessarily cared. They go, it looks pretty. We're out there. They just cared that they were out there. They weren't necessarily looking for sales out of it. So everyone's different. You know, some are like, hey, we just know we need to do it. I've been around for 30 years. I've got a great business.
Yeah.
That's fine. We just want the brand building. Others are like, well, I need sales out of this. Okay, well, we
guess it depends, like what people like actually want. Like, what's your goal of all this? You know,
right. So everyone's different, and that we have those like discovery meetings with them and talk through what is your goal. Because if your goal is to go viral, we got to get the video team out, and we got to make 20 reels every time we're with you, and we got to be posting 6 times a week, like because only one of those 6 that week are probably going to get over 1,000 views, right? So it's just every customer is different. Every business is different. What is your goal out of it? It's just to keep the brand in front of people. Cool. If it's to make sales, we got to put a little bit more work into it. So
nice. So what keeps you going? Like, you know, you're the founder and you deal with all these, you know, you handle all these people and all these restaurants. Like, what keeps you going when things get overwhelmed? Or how do you manage your stress through this? How do you protect your energy?
Totally. So let's dive
Especially with social media.
Oh, yeah. It's a pain in the, you know what? Like, it's awful, right? Well, let's go personal a little bit. So my wife is my life, right?
Yeah.
So we met
Happy wife, happy life.
That's right. We met 8 years ago, and she has been so supportive and so helpful of like getting me off the ground, like always supporting, helped with the brand, blah, blah, blah. When like 5 years ago after COVID, I was like, what is happening? This COVID stuff. I'm like, how do we get to the next level? The biggest thing for me is like, what's my future? We want a family. We want kids. She wants to carry the kids, and I have to support, right? So the biggest thing not have to, I want to, right? So the biggest thing for me at this point is like, I love my customers. I love helping people. It's not even about me. And it may be perceived that way on social media because it's like, oh, wow, they're really doing it. I'm doing it for everybody else.
Yeah.
My family, my future family. Like, I don't want her to have to work forever. And if we can build this and she can be a part of our team, and you've met her, like, she's great.
She's amazing.
She's a doll.
Love her, yeah.
So, like, what keeps me going at this point is, like, the future. I also don't want to be working till I'm 70, 80, 90.
Yeah.
Like, I want to build a team, and I want to take care of them. I've got a great team who they want a career out of this, and I want to make that happen for them. So it's really, ironically, it's not even about me. It's about everybody else. Which is
what's going to make you successful, honestly. When you're pouring energy into other people and your family, that's what's going to turn back around and come and fulfill you inside, and then also fulfill your business.
And there's awful
it's a good
days.
Place to be.
Yeah.
There are awful days where the stress is up to here and the heartburn's rocking, and I'm working at midnight because I got to get stuff done because I'm in meetings the whole next day and I won't be at my computer. But you just balance it. Like, weekends, I don't really work 440. I might post a fun story for a client because I'm like,
You're
I know.
there. Or
Yeah.
Ready.
Correct.
Yeah.
But I try to check out Friday afternoons and not think about it again till Monday morning. There might be a request or an issue, and I gotta deal with it.
Into it.
But I try to balance it and have those boundaries, and I don't take anything to heart anymore. The first 5 years, it was like, oh, there's a spelling error on that ad. I mean, the anxiety that would go through me.
You have no idea.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
Yeah, the
I
typos.
deal with it even with Billy's. If I'm posting something, or if someone posted something, I'm like, fix that.
Yeah.
I can't.
You have that
even
instant pit.
People won't notice that, but you do.
No one notices it. And the people that do the trolls, right?
Trolls. Yeah, we've dealt with a few trolls online.
They're going to say shit.
Yeah.
And there's...
Speaking of those, my God.
I was trolled. I'm not going to talk about it now, but I was trolled last week on TikTok, like horribly, by people from the community, unfortunately. And
haters.
Yeah.
Literally haters. Yeah. People have nothing better to do than actually pick on people who are doing something. That are doing something with their lives.
Because you're not doing it. Right.
Like, if you have all the time in the world to sit there and criticize and judge and pick on someone that's making their life better, maybe you should take that time and actually better yourself.
Yeah.
You know, like, stop picking on her, stop picking on anybody.
Right.
Like,
and that's the biggest thing. It's like, find your people.
Nicest way.
Right. Find your people, find your village, right? Your tribe. And stay in your lane. Like, that's the biggest thing for me. I'm not going to work with everybody, and it's not going to work with everybody. Yeah. And that's okay. There's plenty of fish.
Have you ever had to turn down customers? Like, have you ever had to, what's your ideal client? Like, how do you,
we're all over now. We're all over now, which is great because we're doing the websites to print. The bigger ones are like where I'm going to make the money.
Yeah.
But the smaller ones, I want to help. Yeah. So we have this fine line of, we build the packages custom to each customer, but
because it's not one size fits all, obviously.
No, but we've had some that were like, this isn't going to work, and I've had to have very hard conversations with them and be like, you wanted we've been together for 3 months, and you're seasonal. This is going to take a couple of years for them to think of you every summer for what your service is. They thought that first summer they were going to have people knocking on their doors. They got a couple leads, but that a couple wasn't enough, right?
Yeah.
So
you just gotta keep going, like you said earlier.
Yeah.
You know, you just have to keep pushing.
Not everybody's for you. Not every customer's for you, and take it with a grain of salt because sometimes it's not easy.
As you go.
Yeah.
You've talked about social media and Instagram, and what metrics should founders pay the most attention to?
So one thing we try to do too now is like, the ROI is a big question. What's my return on investment? So now we try to do different like or not QR codes, but use codes like, here's a discount code for this, or show this ad when you come in to get an appetizer with your martini. We're trying to help think outside the box with that stuff so they can track it more internally versus tracking it with the algorithms.
Okay.
Because metrics are great, and we show them, and like, for example, we just had a pickleball place, Erie Pickleball, close to Billy's.
Yeah.
They just went viral on a post. Did that lead to some calls? Potentially. But that viral post didn't have a code or anything in it, right?
So how would you track?
How would you track?
Yeah.
They're happy that it went viral. We got 100 followers out of it. That was great. But one thing we really try to like push now more than ever is, okay, do we have a code? Are we bringing something in-house? Show this ad, or add your email and we'll send you a coupon for a free appetizer. Yeah. Because if we can do stuff like that, then you can track it in-house and feel more worthy of doing the social media campaigns. Because some months it's like, oh, you had 20,000 visitors on your Facebook.
But what does that actually mean?
Did we really have 20,000 people visit our
restaurant or business?
Yeah.
Call the doctor's office?
Yeah.
Probably not. But maybe each month you try to do a different promo and you try to track it. Again, a whole nother step of the marketing. Who's tracking it?
Yeah.
Who's doing it? It's hard.
Every post has analytics, and like you said, you need somebody to track those and look at the data and refine the strategy to come back again next week. That's a lot. It's definitely a lot. Yeah.
Giveaways are great.
Yeah.
You know?
Giveaways are great. We've done
giveaways.
We've done two so far.
We've done giveaways, and also like helped my family's coffee shop business with giveaways, which also drove a lot of new customers into the store.
Yeah. I recommend giveaways like quarterly.
Yeah.
Like do it seasonally, like whatever your business is. And if you don't, like say the doctor's office, he doesn't have anything to necessarily give away, but he'll do like an Amazon gift card from time to time. And it'll be like an email campaign of like, leave us a review on Google or Facebook and we will give.
win this.
Yeah. So different things like that, because to your point of like, how do you build it? You can't just post to post anymore.
What's your take on collaborations between
Collaborations are great. Do
too,
collaborations.
Right?
That's an awesome way to get more visibility.
Good. Now we can do collaborations.
So collab with me on this post and I will share it. Collaborations are great. It's another way for their followers to see your stuff and vice versa. And it just, again, brand building.
At the end of the day, when you collaborate with businesses, your audience is my audience. My audience is your audience. So that's how there's, maybe someone in your audience doesn't know about us.
Right.
And just generally speaking, whether it's you or someone else.
Sure.
And then they see it and they're like, oh, I love that. And then that's how you grow.
Yeah. I love the collabed post option that they brought to the table.
Genius.
I wish TikTok would do that. TikTok doesn't do that.
You have to be
Not
above
like
a certain.
Instagram, though.
No, they do have collaborations on TikTok. I think you have to be above a certain.
Probably like
because I've seen people collaborate on TikTok, but I can't do it.
You can't do it.
I'm not at the whatever minimum amount of followers.
The collab is great because it helps get out there more, right? And it's bringing in new views and followers.
New followers,
Let's be real. We're all from Cleveland. We're all local. Like, no one's better than anybody. We're all doing our own thing and just support each other. So if you connect and share, and it helps, right?
Yeah, I agree with that.
I want to go back to talking about the founder-led marketing. And like you talked about the doctor client that you had who's building this personal brand online. And even we're trying to build and grow our personal brand online. And it's not the easiest.
No.
So how should I audit my Instagram or anyone that's listening if I'm trying to build this personal? What am I looking for?
So again, who's your demographic, right? Like, let's talk about you guys right now. Are you're trying to find women, typically men? Like, I'm asking.
I would say.
Oh, you're asking.
Yeah, I would say
a mixture.
A mixture.
I would say like the majority of our followers are women.
Yeah.
But we do also want men to follow because I think a lot of men can benefit from the conversations we have with women.
They can learn a thing or two.
I've actually had like a few men, like people that I come across, they're like, well, you guys are all about relationships and all this. I said, no, it's not. Like, we talk about career, entrepreneurship. Like, we talk about, like, navigating life. We talk about everything. And it doesn't mean it's just a woman's world. It's
totally.
A man can be the same exact way.
You said it perfectly.
You can learn so much.
To that point, like, when you get that feedback, you take it.
Yeah.
So the people are seeing this as, like, a relationship podcast. We got to pivot that a little bit. We got to start sprinkling some different topics.
And it's mostly men that say that.
Of course,
they say you talk about all women things.
Well, you know why? Because they say two women on the cover of the podcast, and that's immediately where their head goes. They think
women love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Oh,
they think we're service level.
But you've had men on here, right?
Oh,
so like
we've actually had a stretch of men. Guests, and
I think most
is 2025.
Mostly men.
2025, we had like a long stretch of just male guests, and I looked at them like, girl, we gotta bring on those women on. Like,
she did. One time she was like, I think we need to bring a woman on. I said, I know.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they would say that because men are on our podcast.
They see you, and that's what they think, right? So, and that's perception. Everyone has their. We're going to be a social media agency for the next 8 years.
Yeah.
No one's going to think about the print, right? Until it's like, that's only what they think about. And then social media is just something we offer.
Yeah.
It's going to take time for me to get this out of just social media and think of us as a full marketing agency that has websites and graphic design and photography, videography. Oh, and they offer social media too. Right now it's
social media and they offer,
So, doing those different like surveys, right? Like getting that feedback and asking, ask your followers, what do you want to see more of? Hey guys, we're talking to you. What do you want from me? Like dive for any person listening, like dive into who's your demographic. Yeah. For us, typically right now it's small businesses. I want to attract those small businesses that need help. That will hopefully grow where we get bigger corporate companies that are like, we need a brand new full website and it's $20,000-$30,000. Right now, we're not there, and that's okay. I am realistic with that. But really just like figuring out who you are, who's your demographic, speaking to them, asking them questions. Use the emails, do surveys. What do you guys want to see more of? What do you like less? Do a little Q&A. Post stories with polls, this or that. Really dive into like what they want to see. It's about them. What do you want to see more of? And then you guys navigate your strategy behind that. Okay, this quarter we're focusing on this. We got feedback about that. Let's do that in Q2. And really like coming up with like a year planner and like trying to do it. Doing it's the hardest part.
Yeah.
Because you can create that. And there's the ChatGPT of the world that can give you all these pages of strategy.
Overwhelming.
And we get that too.
Yeah.
What do you think about ChatGPT?
It's love-hate for sure. Great resource.
Yeah.
Very helpful. For us being so visual, I'm not going to use an AI photo. It's not your...
Absolutely
it's
not.
It's not you. No. I cannot.
Like we did some trends, just like when
cute.
Sure.
like
do the trends. Do the trends for
but
sure.
Like
and they're cute, but we don't sit there and use it as like a profile picture or something.
Right.
People really go deep.
Yeah.
With that.
Oh yeah. So do it like that one that was recent. There was like recreating. I think you guys might have used it. That stuff's cute.
Yeah.
That's funny. Like because then your fans are like, oh my god, that's funny. That's them as AI. Whatever. But doing it consistently and that's what your page becomes. That's not you.
Yeah.
That's a bot creating this for you. That's not me. I can't, let me edit your wine photo and put this vineyard in the background. No, I want your vineyard.
Yeah, real photos.
I want to come out to your,
authenticity. I think people really lean towards that.
Yeah, so it's a great resource. You can use it. You can help it rewrite like a caption.
Yeah.
Be creative. Like you use it and have your bones there and let it spice it up a bit from time to time. Sometimes it's not. And you're like, sometimes I'll create the caption and I'm like, that was pretty good. Let's see what they come up with. And I'm like, nope, using mine, so use it and navigate it, but we're torn on it. It's a good resource, but it's not.
It's a good resource, like you said, to maybe help you be more efficient in some ways, but at the end of the day, you still need your oversight.
Yeah,
to all
for
things
proposals.
AI. Yeah,
I'll have it create a proposal for me.
And like,
but I've had proposals for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
So those bones are there.
Yeah.
And now AI can make, and funny enough, which is really cool, it's very similar
to what
I've been doing for years.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's not accurate. Sometimes it's pretty spot on. And I'm like, damn, see, I am doing it.
Yeah.
It's nice to have that reference for people that actually need to lean on it, or to start something or.
Yeah. So it's great. People are going to use it. It's not going anywhere. But for us being so localized too, and building personalities, I can't AI a video of you. And you can do that nowadays, but like
you can do that, but it looks weird, and it like totally changes.
Yeah, deforms your face.
Face. You got 3 arms, and like it is what it is, right?
So if someone is starting a business tomorrow, what should they focus on when it comes to marketing? Or what's the first thing they should look into?
Build a website. Step one. Well, okay. Step 1 is your brand. Let's work on some brand guidelines. What are the colors? What are the fonts? What's the voice? Are you fun? Are you serious? What's your demographic? More male driven, more women driven, a mix of both. Brands first. What's your brand look like? What are your colors? What are your fonts? Who's going to be the face, right? And then from there, building things out. So website, you have to have a website. Those have come back. I feel like they kind of were like a weird, like, oh, they're there, but have a link tree or a website, something that people can go to. You want to always be driving people to something. And then when you start with the social media, find which platforms work for you. TikTok's not going to be for every business, and it's so demanding. You need videos all week, every week. I always recommend starting with Facebook and Instagram, unless you're a little bit more corporate, like the lawyers and doctors we're talking about, they need to be on LinkedIn. LinkedIn may not be relevant for you guys, right? You're trying to find people on social media. It's good to have it and post from time to time, like, hey, I'm doing this, but Facebook and Instagram is where we usually start.
And they're linked together. So now
they're linked in Meta. You can see
it's the best thing ever. You post on Instagram, you automatically post on Facebook.
You can see the metrics, you can run the ads, you can even schedule out stories. So if you don't have the time to be doing it daily, use Meta Business Suite. It's great.
Is it a little different than we use like Instagram to schedule posts, the Instagram tool. Like
Sure.
I don't think I've ever dove into the Facebook Meta Business Suite. I think I tried to nibble my way through it, but I got overwhelmed.
It changes every week too. So another example of I feel so much for these people because every Monday someone will text the group, our team, and be like, did you notice that when you're in Meta, the metrics moved over here, and now you can actually schedule stories, and you can add a link.
Oh, you can schedule stories.
That's nice. That's good.
And be mindful with those. They're not going to look like the phone stories. So if they're more like social ad, like if you're using Canva or something, right? The more social ad stories are better to schedule than
versus like the videos.
The video,
really,
yeah, because you want to maybe add like pop culture music to your story.
And you can't do that through this Meta
You can add like random music or download it from Canva with like audio.
Yeah.
And it's like not fun, trendy music. It's just random, like, you know, instrumental stuff.
What's the word? Why am I blanking?
ChatGPT, where are you?
Never mind. Royalty free.
Yeah,
royalty
and it's just
free
like
music,
random.
That's the word I'm looking for, Larry.
Just random
But you know what? Those
music.
artists need attention too, right? But yeah, like that kind of stuff will come up in like Canva or Meta, and you're like, that's
It's
definitely
like boring. It's like not me.
Or sometimes it's funny, they'll add music to ads. So we'll run an ad. Let's just use Billy's Martini Bar. Like, say we were running an ad for Billy's. Okay, Martini Bar, it's fun, poppin', like happy music, right? And then they'll put like
hard
metal rock and roll. And we've ran ads and they just add it sometimes. And we're like, oh my God, that totally does not fit that voice. Please take that. And they just picked it. Meta just picks it. Meta just picks it. So you have to be careful. Yeah. And sometimes it fits. It's like, okay, that's cool. I wouldn't have picked that.
Do you attend seminars for Meta and all these different
more webinar,
platforms?
like virtual?
Webinars?
Yeah.
Webinars.
Right now, with how busy we are, with more virtual things, because they all have them too.
Yeah.
Like even Constant Contact does them, Canva does them. Like just join, listen back for an hour.
Yeah,
like
I've joined Canva once. I've joined Descript, which is what we use to edit.
Nice, yeah.
That's how I really learned how to use.
I want to go to conference. Do they have any coming up that's like marketing?
Well, that's one thing I've always loved to do. So any of those out there that want to put their brains together with me, I would love, and this is like 27, 28 goal, I would love to run a consistent marketing conference here somewhere in Northeast Ohio. Yeah. It's just about like
We'll put that out in the
We can
ethos.
do it together.
We're putting it out there.
Yeah.
So anyone that wants to collab on that, right? But yeah, I would love to do like a day conference where there's different workshops and speakers. I would love to do a conference at some point. So yeah, but I just don't know where I want it to be. Grew up in Lake County, live in Cleveland now. What's the right spot?
I don't know. I guess you'll figure it out.
Right. And it's one of those things that would need to grow. First year is not going to be what year 20 is going to be.
Yes.
So being realistic with those goals too.
That's so true.
But yeah, finding those different workshops. I go to a lot of different like chamber events, and they try to do different topics on like marketing.
What do you mean by chamber events?
So Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of chambers of commerce out there, especially in Lake County. There's a few. But they host different luncheons, and so they have different speakers. There was one last year about Constant Contact, and the lady spoke on your email marketing and gave different tips and tricks, which was really cool, and I took away some things. So I go to a lot of those. I've spoke at several of those, which also leads into business. You know, we spoke last year, Taylor on my team and I, about social media marketing and the right platforms to choose. And then the next year, one of the audience reached out and they were like, we need a whole promo video for our website and our social. They have someone in-house running the social, so they don't need us to take that over, but they just wanted a video. So we came out, we shot that, we put it together for them. So we're getting more into those kind of one-off projects versus like.
So when you say shoot the video, so you just hired your in-house or your contract videographers, right? And sent them out and helped them.
And Taylor puts together like the shot list and what it's going to be and the talking points and the questions. And so that's another thing, like even with you guys over there, like we could just come out now like quarterly and get all that content and then feed it to you and you can post it. And it's never going to hurt my feeling if you're like, hey, we're bringing it back in house, but we do want to use you for something, right? Photography or the videos or like the reels, right? So there's ways to go about keeping those connections and feeding each other. You just want to help others, you know?
I love that your mission is to help others.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it started. That's who I've always been. There's no fluff there. There's no BS. Like if it works, it works.
I have a mentor that says that to me. He's like, don't do anything. Like when you're doing something, working on something, think about the people that you're helping. Think about the community that you're growing.
Right.
Don't make it about yourself.
Right.
Don't be self-conceited and arrogant. It's always about the people that you're helping.
Yeah.
So
ironically
when you put so
enough,
much focus on yourself, you're not going to grow.
Yeah. Like I want to grow and I have grown in my career, but that question you asked, it really isn't even about me. It's about my future children, my family, us being able to travel. And I'm remote. I mean,
Yeah.
we're all remote right now. We don't
Yeah.
have an office space. We go rent different office spaces or meet at coffee shops or clients. But it's about the future. Where do I want to be when I'm going into retirement? And I want to have a solid team who's taking care of the business, and we're doing our thing.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's amazing. You just have to go in with a good intention, you
Yeah.
know? And
Yeah. We don't want to burn anyone.
intention of helping others and
Right. We're just
things
trying to
just
help
fall
you.
into
So if it
place
works,
after
it works.
that. Yeah.
Right. We're not trying to do anything but help you.
help. Yeah.
Right. So,
Before we wrap
That's
up,
amazing.
I want us to do a rapid fire.
okay.
So we're gonna just throw out some a list here
Some
and
fire questions
Hit
at
me.
you.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. When a business is starting, should they focus on logo or messaging first?
Messaging, vision, and voice first. This is my opinion.
Okay. When a business is undergoing change, should they go through a full rebrand or just a refresh?
Ooh, that's a good question. That's a budget question.
But-
Where are you at?
Yeah, we're
You want to spend some money?
True.
Completely
Yeah.
redo it,
Okay.
right? A lot of our clients right now are doing refreshes. They've got the bones, they've got everything. They just want to redo some of it. We're doing a lot of refreshes on websites
Okay.
because they were outdated.
Outdated. Yeah, lots of outdated websites out there. Lots
Update your
of, yeah.
websites, please.
Okay.
So many, especially
So many.
restaurant ones.
Oh my God, they don't look at it. They don't look at it. It's important. People are looking at you online
Online, yeah.
24/7. But yeah, that's a budget. Like if you have it and you really want to do like, let's start all over. Do it. But
What's
if you
one
don't,
platform you delete forever?
TikTok.
No.
Really?
I love
I'm just not a TikTok girly.
Yeah.
One of my girls, the younger ones are more TikTok. I'm just that Instagram generation.
I recently became into TikTok just within the last few months.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Or
recently,
X
yeah.
for us. Like
yeah, I don't
it
even-
doesn't. Like
do
some are like, well,
anything.
we're on X, so we want you to manage our X, and I'm like, you're just posting
I
to
don't
post.
use
Yeah.
that either.
Find two that work for you and do those.
Yeah.
Don't do 5.
Right.
Well, I'm doing X and LinkedIn and TikTok, and then whatever.
So you're saying
Facebook.
just focus on 2.
I'd start with 2, and like a lot of them start with 2, and then they're like, well, we're doing a lot of
What about
videos.
YouTube.
YouTube's
Oh,
actually.
so you know what's funny about YouTube? Speaking of that, I like the little shorts that we post have been getting big views on YouTube.
1,000. Like,
YouTube
yeah.
Shorts it's making a wave, and
Yeah.
if you have the time and energy to do those videos, do it.
One of the shorts I posted within 24 hours got 20K, like overnight.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Like
That's
this is-
awesome.
And for you guys, right? Like
yeah, YouTube is this is
it
where we
is-
want to
yeah.
grow.
It's
It's
different.
essentially YouTube.
you're not trying to get people in for a martini.
Yeah.
You're trying to get everyone
watch.
in the world to watch your videos.
yes, exactly.
Yeah, YouTube's making a comeback. We have
Coffee
a lot
or
of
matcha while you're working.
start with coffee,
and with
matcha,
That's my girl.
lavender iced.
You probably already answered this one. Instagram or email?
Yeah, I'm an
Email for
Instagram girly,
Girly.
but like
Grow
what
your
you
email
own is that email database.
Instagram or Facebook.
Well, they go hand in
Okay,
hand.
so generations, right? You're 40 and up are on Facebook.
Yeah.
You're 40 and down are on Instagram. They all want different things. So me, I'm gonna just keep answering Instagram.
Yeah.
But if you,
Speaking of generation,
What?
sometimes I'll be like on on Facebook and I'll see my mom post.
yeah, love you, mom.
She's a 65-year-old lady. Like, I'm like, Mom, why'd you post that? It's so weird. Like, that's not even like, it doesn't make sense. But she's so cute. She's just
She doesn't know.
Yeah.
She's like, well, I thought I'd share that. God love
It's
them.
funny to
Love
see
you,
our
Mom.
parents and our grandparents use Facebook. It's the funniest thing ever.
But if you're speaking to an older demographic, it's Facebook.
Yeah,
for
for
sure.
sure, 100%.
And one thing which is interesting, and you can relate to this, Lake County East is way more Facebook heavy, and West Side is more Instagram heavy.
Interesting.
Wow.
So
How'd
we
you
have
know
some
that?
clients, and just the way that the not algorithms, but the platforms work, I've noticed that the
demographic.
viewers, the demographics different. Our Cleveland clients that we work with, they don't really care or ask me anything about Facebook.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe it's an age thing. A lot of our clients on the east side are a little bit older. So they're like, hey, did you post that to Facebook? They're not asking about Instagram. And so it's, again, you
interesting.
just got to get to know them and what they're looking for.
Yeah.
Well, I have one last closing question.
Yes, ma'am.
If someone listening feels like their brand isn't clicking yet, what's one thing they should do this week?
their brand is not clicking yet, go get a massage, go to the spa, recenter yourself. Don't look at your phone for the week. Think, who are you? Who am I speaking?
Reset.
Actually, don't use that.
Yeah.
Reset.
Refocus.
Every January, we do Dry January on 440's social media, and we post BRB. We'll be right back.
I saw that.
Yeah. And we did it last year because we were just so busy. I was like, guys, I'm hiatus. We're taking a break. And we did it again this year. Best thing we could have done, because we spent that month strategizing, getting content, figuring out, what do we want to be? Do we want to do the fun, silly trends, or do we want to lean more into like our services? And we went back and forth. And I think we'll sprinkle some of the fun trends in for us, but like, we use our Instagram as just a portfolio. You're just looking at what we're doing. I'm not really trying to sell. It's just a portfolio of who we are. Yeah. So this week, if you're struggling, reset. Do some things for you to feel you aligned of like, where do I want to take this? Do I even want to do it? Am I burnt to the point where I'm done? Or can I give myself some more life and really navigate who I am, what this brand is, hiring some people to help me?
Yeah.
Don't burn yourself out to make this happen.
And it's easy to burn yourself out in this like industry and this,
Get an intern, have them help you on the side.
So speaking of helping, so let's just say like someone, now that, where can people find you? Where can people, like 440 marketing?
Instagram.
Someone's struggling.
Find me on Instagram.
Wants help. Like, how can they find you?
So you can find us on social media, obviously, our website, but reach out. I'm happy to have a coffee conversation. It doesn't have to be a sale. Like for me, 1 cup of coffee, unfiltered brew, just talk through some things that leads to relationships. And maybe I can then help you connect with the right person. It doesn't have to be, we're working together.
Yeah.
I just want to build relationships and help others and connect them. So
over a cup of coffee, unfiltered brew.
Some unfiltered brew,
Yeah.
reach out via Instagram, because that's my app. But no, seriously, like we're just here to help others and connect them.
Yes, guys. 440 marketing, everybody. Thank you, Sarah, so
Thank
much
you.
for coming.
Thanks for having me.
It's been
Appreciate
nice
it.
to talk to you, to see you, to get to know you.
All the
at a
things.
personal level.
Yes. And cheers. Thanks, guys.
Cheers, guys. Thank you again for following. Remember to subscribe, follow, share. Send us things that you want to hear from us. What do we want to talk about? We're on all the platforms: Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook.
We're not on LinkedIn.
No.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Till
you.
next time.